Good morning. It is Tuesday, April 23rd, 2024, back here for Daily Shakeup number 878. And today I want to talk about a book I just started reading. I'm about halfway through, recently published, just came out last week by my dear friend Justin Jones-Fosu. And the book is just so perfectly titled and perfectly timed. I respectfully disagree. And the subtitle is How to Have Difficult Conversations in a Divided World. Talk about a topic we need right now as a people, as a largely disconnected people, both in terms personally and professionally. So many breaks in our relationship, our inability and really unwillingness to hear each other, to seek to understand, to be curious. And what I love about this is not about finding ways to agree, but just finding or practicing different mindsets and practices and tools in terms of the ways we disagree, the ways we communicate. I could go on and on about the book. It's a wonderful book. You can get it on Amazon. Check it out. I'll put the link in the video description. But the thing I wanted to highlight is he calls this the five pillars. The five pillars, this is Justin, the five pillars of bridging the divide. And each one of them resonates with to me in a different way. So the first pillar is to challenge your own perspective. Now, we all know how important that is, but do we really do that? Are we willing to do it? And do we do it not just in the moments of disagreement, but throughout our daily lives to continue to expand our horizons, our perspectives? As you probably know by now, the systems of social media are designed to show us more things and information and content that supports what we already think. That's just a reality. That's a reality of the system. So we have to be intentional to go outside of that. So I love that, challenging our own perspective. This one I just is such a great way to be a way of living. Forget about disagreeing or talking about it. And that is to be the student, be the constant student. And this is the phrase I love: focus on learning, not lecturing. Look, there's a place for all of it, but people say they're lifelong learners. But if I'm a lifelong learner, but I'm doing more lecturing than listening, then I'm not really a learner. Let's just tell the truth about ourselves. So embrace really being a learner. The third one is cultivate your curiosity. Now, this one deeply resonates with me because I'm a believer that curiosity is number one of the most important traits to be a leader in anything. If you don't have curiosity, how are you going to lead? But the other is curiosity to me gives me a richer life. And so it's not just a different way to disagree and communicate and interact and learn from each other, but it's just a richer way of living. The next one is to see the gray. And if you notice, and this is part of the book cover, there's a thin line between I respectfully and the word disagree. I hadn't noticed it when I first got the book, and that's a gray space. And so he's not saying, look, we live in a complex world, so we know there's nuances to everything. But often in our conversations with others, we forget there's a gray space. We forget there's a gray area. And this is an opportunity to intentionally see and embrace the reality of that gray. And then here's the thing, and this is such a big one: agree internally to respect others. And this one I particularly love because Justin points out that many of us, and I know that includes me, were taught growing up and into adulthood that respect is earned. So I'm not going to respect you unless I determine if you're going to respect me. I don't buy that anymore. I can choose to respect you, and I can choose, and this is the key word, I just love it throughout Justin's book. I can see the humanity in you, recognize that humanity, and respect the humanity, even if I fully disagree with your beliefs. See the difference? So separating the humanity from the beliefs. Now, you may have some belief that a certain belief makes you inhuman. Come on, really? Doesn't make us inhuman. It makes us differently human. Look, I have plenty of things I disagree with people on and will continue to. The point of this is, am I willing to come to the conversations with respect and have that be part of the entire experience and that dance? And the key here again is it's not about ultimately agreeing, but the ways we disagree so we can come back, get better connected, stay in relationship, even if we have polarized opinions. It doesn't mean we have to polarize our humanity. That's it. Give it some thought. Get this book. It is a rock star read and so needed in our world today.